Meanwhile, back in the big smoke, Ugly Abe and his mate went shopping. Back in the big smoke, Ugly Abe and his mate got ready to perform something. Back in the big smoke, Ugly Abe and his mate thought about the week that was. They forgot about They forgot about con and cho. They forgot about Donna Immobile. They turned to other inspirations. The pink-white tops of the sugarcane, the tinkling waters of crystal cascades, and the seeing-eyed dog that ran smack-bang into the stinging tree as if it couldn't read the signs. The abject splendour of Captain Cook doing his best Mussolini impersonation, except he'd managed to keep his weight down during what was in fact his maiden voyage. Others contest this. And he looked southward when in fact he might have attended to the north. Never looked back. And yes, he did look rather emaciated standing there with an ad on his back, something about used cars, as if motor vehicles and numbered highways were now the way to go. And the Cairns Western Arterial, Innisfail this way, much to be desired over the former route through Smithfield and the route past the airport, given you know the tendency to gridlock at certain hours, mostly when the planes are scheduled to depart or to arrive, it makes no difference. And the splendid new courthouse, the old one has become a pub where you can watch State of Origin and meet your erstwhile pals from the south and order middies when you should order pots. And the splendid new convention centre, and the splendid new recreational pool near the Esplanade, and the splendid new everything, and the whole port area now barricaded and inaccessible, the whole Barbary coast rendered into a new form of barbarism, high-rise, spa baths, casino, and the special free-form breakfast with a PhD from the Philippines by your side, waitress of the hour. Well, says Ugly Abe to himself, so much for the blood of my pals. Sometimes, see, you can truly die for nothing. End of section. This morning, bright and early, before sunrise, it was time to recite lessons learned. The prongs are made of beefwood, ironwood properly, but it is poisonous for children. This Uncle Eddie explains to Ugly Abe. The prongs are the proper spindle shape which pleases Ugly Abe enormously and confirms his own certain, uncertain knowledges. See, he did know after all. A stray Torres Strait pigeon crosses his path, a pool of white on the grass amid the ordinary cooing doves and feeding on the strewn breadcrumbs. The coast recedes. There is a handsome exotic grass growing along the shore. Numbar, they call it. It's only lately, they say to Ugly Abe, as if they are any older themselves. Giant melaleucas growing along the shore bear their roots and fall into the tide, even as the tourists launch their boats into the wide-spreading waters. There is the story of Stephen Swindley and his mysterious disappearance. There one minute, disappeared the next. The ghost of Mrs. Watson. Went to sea in a tub, she did. Went to sea in a tub. We piss on her monument, truth be told, Uncle Abe is told. All that marble kumpeltang. It's a revenge of sorts for irksome truths that bear other constructions. Yes. Ugly Abe becomes Uncle Abe, all in the flash of certain repeated words. Kulka for spear, Murangal for prong spear, Urpui, stingray barb spear, Knife spear. What Ugly Abe knows is a blade spear meant for spearing pigs. Murumukko, carved spear. Milpir, Woomera. Wapuka, rough ready-made Woomera picked up on the run. Tulparn, a freak or aberrant event. A frog, a storm, anything out of the ordinary. Signs of deep disturbance, signs of a general untoward in the universe. Yirambal's displeasure, divine retribution. Yes, they said, we enjoyed it very much, this visit. And nothing waved in departure, just a general settling of overnight rain into the sodden ground, a general whispering of cloud, and the usual tales of strategies to avoid detection or how to sneak in unawares. That is how we departed, heading straight for the nearest TAB. End of section. Flight QF5977 Townsville to Brisbane becomes flight to Moree. We missed Gunsin, the Gundawindi Grey. We overnighted the Dragon and Phoenix. It never became clear which we dwelt in, the Phoenix or the Dragon. The town roared all night with palpable aggression and the noise of the highway, and we never made it into the spa, the hot springs. They recite something on the old bridge at Wilcannia, a town so present it might pinch your soul while you contemplate another barricaded door or window, or struggle for the keys in your pocket. Light of your heart, O Helena. Uncle Abe has not been so pleased for a very long time. They recite something on the bridge. I want something silent. I want something not just hushed, but totally silent. Meanwhile, the boys pass neatly dressed in expensive blouson jackets courtesy of Central's football club, red and white, and the Rabbitohs. Recording resumes. For the moment, there's a big left curve, not that we shall call this a day of correction. They note at each turn the obvious geographical facts. Love can strike unexpectedly, lower its cobra hood, creep through the sliding window, speak in several close-lipped messages. The last of the Gilgandra bananas is eaten. The law is near at hand. The skipping receptionist, a fading memory. 200 kilometres done for the day. Calzagina Creek, McCulloch's last resting place. Foot hard to the floor. The last booming cloud given over to the grey consistency of rain. The drummer strikes a blow. Yet what remains in my heart remains unspoken, aloof as a bowl of breakfast cereal, honey crunch, winner take all. The country breathes to the rhythm of slow breathing lungs, a cavity both vast and restricted, a red unflooded gutter. Tempos alegria. The growths that grow along the tongue and in the guts, all the unsaid things, all the things we truly cannot stomach. Nunkwaya, nunkpatinu, ya'a. The voice drones on to the sound of a mouth organ. Filo, filo, amoroso, filo, filo, incenso. End of section.